Hey, good morning. Welcome back, family and friends. Welcome back. How is everyone doing? How is everyone feeling? How is life? Hope life is good. Mondays are rough for a lot of people. It was obviously rough for the Rams. It was painful. It's easy to see these Rams prefer Sundays over Mondays. The punchless Rams didn't show up in a 1916 loss to the Bengals. They looked lifeless, they looked defeated. The offensive line had too many miscues. Matthew Stafford couldn't generate any big plays down the field. He turned the ball over not once, but twice. Stafford was picked off twice by Bengals linebacker Logan Wilson. He had himself a game. He was all over the field. Stafford didn't have a fantastic night going up against the Bengals defense. Just an uninspiring effort from the offensive side of the ball. It wasn't their best effort. Sloppy mistakes and poor execution led to a loss. There are things to clean up for sure. This team got a lot of things to clean up. Stafford has to be better. He has to play a lot better. He can't turn over the football. He can't throw interceptions. There's no escaping that the Rams were out of sorts and unbalanced. This just wasn't their night, I guess. Unable to move the chains on 10 of their 11 third down situations. That right there tells you everything you need to know. The type of night it was. That's not how you win football games. It was a downright awful night for the Rams. Situational offense. Ugly one for the Rams. This is one that you have to put behind you and forget about. Head scratching moments by head coach Sean McVay while they tried getting back in the game late. That was the big one for me, Sean McVay. Instead of going for it on a 4th and 5 from his own 30-yard line, down 10, McVay elected to punt the ball away with about 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. What are you doing? What were you thinking? What was going through your head? I'm not sure what McVay was thinking there. You allowed the Bengals to eat up the clock before punting back to the offense. That was clearly a WTF call by McVay. Boneheaded decision. What are you doing? Are you kidding? The other moment in this game that left me wondering if Sean McVay is okay was when he made the curious decision to call a run play on 1st and goal from the Bengals 3-yard line with 135 left in regulation. Why would he do that? I don't know. So there was this offensive ineptitude and lack of clock management, and that led to Cincinnati burning time off the clock. Cincinnati looked prepared for everything the offense wanted to do. I think this Rams team played terribly bad, sloppy, missed opportunities. Stafford hit on a few big plays, mostly erratic as he put the ball in harm's way. This is on Stafford and McVay. If you want to place the blame on somebody, if you want to play the blame game, you have to blame those two guys particularly. Questionable game plan from McVay. There were many times in this football game where I said, wow, they have to do something. The running game has to be strong. Kyren Williams has to come up with some big plays on the ground and push a Rams offense that struggled to get over the hump a bit. Things had to change. They didn't. 9-9 game, the Rams offense looks lifeless, helpless, lacking explosive plays, and never found the end zone. Monday night, I'm sitting there shaking my head in disbelief, watching the offense struggle on third downs. That was frustrating. This was the offensive look that the Rams repeatedly gave on third downs. they couldn't convert on third downs. They were pretty bad all game on third down. The Rams' putrid offensive performance left the door open for Joe Burrow, who eventually settled in and did enough to help his team win. I don't think he played all that well, particularly in the first half. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't easy, but he did a little more than Stafford to help his team secure the win. Ja'Marr Chase rediscovered his magic finally. He looked like that dynamic wide receiver that we've seen early on in his career. But for whatever reason, McVay did not seem to change the game plan. I don't understand. I didn't like the game plan at all, really. McVay has to put together a creative game plan, but in order to do that, his team has to establish a heavy run presence. The defense really did not quit on this team. I felt like the defense was the best unit of the night and did everything it possibly could to keep the Rams in the game. It didn't matter what the defense did because the offense went flat and squandered opportunities. The offense sputtered. This defense played its ass off. There were multiple mistakes. The wheels fell off thanks to the offense. 2 plays into the Rams' second drive of the third quarter, Stafford was picked by Wilson. The second intercepted pass came when Mike Hilton tipped Matthew Stafford's pass and Logan Wilson hauled it in for the second interception of the game. Joe Burrow, who was questionable for the contest, finished with 259 yards on 26 of 49 passes with no touchdowns and an interception. The Bengals started to show life after Joe Mixon scored Cincinnati's only touchdown on a 14-yard rush in the third quarter. I felt that was the turning point in the game. The Cincinnati Bengals found a little life. They got going offensively. Not the prettiest game, but the Bengals will take it. Although it wasn't Joe Burrow's best game, he still flashed some juice. I feel like Burrow outplayed Stafford, and you got people saying that Burrow is overrated. I mean, give the man a break. He did lead this team to a Super Bowl. I mean, I know they fell short. There's a lot that wasn't good offensively. And there was a lot that wasn't good offensively for the Rams either. There was so much wrong with this Rams offense. It's hard to know where to start. Game plan, execution, miscues, terrible decision making, O-line, struggles. This is a team that looked unprepared and undisciplined. It's too early to determine whether this season should be judged as a success or simply a disappointment. This wasn't a Super Bowl or bust season, no. But the Rams went into the year hoping for the best, and they've gotten off to a surprising start, beating the Seahawks in week 1. That was an impressive win, hanging tough with the 49ers, but ultimately fell short in the end. This year, I see a bunch of guys working their tails off. One thing I can say now is, and they may not be a playoff caliber team this year because I don't think they are. This Rams team boasts exceptional talent and promise. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm about to get on with my day. Love y'all. Thanks for watching, everyone. I appreciate you. We'll talk soon. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Have a good day, everyone.